Good morning, Lions. I'm Josh Miltier.
And I am Margaret Beck. You're watching SFTV3 News. Today is Friday, December 8th, day B. Your weather will be cold with a high of 33 degrees. Tonight will be freezing with temperatures as low as 21 degrees. No snow is expected.
The top story in national news is once again Donald Trump. President Trump has officially recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital. This is a big deal because Israel and Palestine have fought for occupation of Jerusalem for centuries. Naming Jerusalem the official capital of Israel is taking a clear side in this conflict. That's pretty heavy stuff. Here's your school news. First off, this is just a reminder that today's Hello Dolly rehearsal has been canceled. Don't show up because there will not be a dolly to say hello to. Sorry. Looking at next week, the CSI Club is hosting another great guest speaker on Tuesday. The Canine Search and Rescue Dogs will be here, and their trainers will share some awesome stories. Members should plan on attending this presentation in the conference center. Circle of Friends will have a holiday party on Tuesday in AB 224. Come make a craft and get yourself in the holiday spirit.
Speaking of holiday spirit, they say 'tis better to give than to receive. You can give back by donating to Stuff-A-Bus. Stuff-A-Bus ends a week from today. This weekend will be the perfect time to go to the mall and pick up some presents for the kids. Make sure the toys are new and unwrapped. Wednesday is a busy day next week. First off, SF Reads will meet after school in the library. They are currently reading One of Us is Lying. Sounds saucy. Mrs. Simon has extra copies of the book if you want to join the fun. The speech and debate team will also get together on Wednesday. Meet at 2 p.m. in Mrs. Quirk's room, AC 213. Finally, mock trial will also meet on Wednesday. Come to Mrs. Quirk's room, AC 105 at 3:15. Would it even be a new show if we didn't talk about Minithon? Don't forget about Minithon's holiday movie night. Come watch Elf on the studio big screen next Friday. Tickets are $10 each and can be purchased in Mr. Flannery's room. Get those tickets today. The movie starts at 6:30. Finally, the Interact Club will be selling candy grams again this year during all lunch periods next week.
That does it for today's news. Recently, the media team created a PSA video to combat the heroin epidemic. Last year, over 700 people died from heroin overdoses in Allegheny County alone. It is a huge problem in our state. Check out this video created by myself and Michael Kugler.
This Palco again. Got one-on-one. Del Sardo's there. Oh, what a catch!
28 yards on the fade to Del Sardo, who had a phenomenal series catching the football.
You didn't get to this game by accident. Del Sardo, who has been a hero all season long. Watch this.
I'd walked on at Pitt. I became a starter. I had these plays that were on ESPN's top 10 plays of the day, and I thought, man, I made it. And little did I know, within 1 year, I'd lose it all.
We would have been nowhere without him, and we won a WPL title with him playing at a high level, made it to the state final. Without him, we would have never got there because of his leadership, and all the kids looked up to him. He got the kids ready for each and every game, fired them up, and you need that for any team. He was just a tremendous player, athlete, and student.
I was just like you. I sat in those rooms, I heard those speeches, and I said to myself, that can't be me. It won't be me. Second game my senior year, I was running downfield and a kid rolled up on my ankle, and it was just the most painful thing I've ever experienced. Painful enough that I had to turn to pills so that I could play. That was my first experience with drugs. You get to a point where you're going to sleep at night and you wake up in the morning and you're physically sick. And your first thing that morning is to go out and find drugs so that you can feel normal. The thing I'm most ashamed of is what I did to my family. Stealing from my brother, from my mom, lying to them repeatedly.
The separation that it caused between Joe and I was so hurtful. It was so unbelievable that this would ever happen to my son and I because we were so close.
Anytime she would hear an ambulance, would call me just to make sure that it wasn't me overdosing. And I go up into the projects one day and I walk up and the next thing you know I have a gun in my mouth. And the scary part about it is when I was standing there, that was the least of my concerns. I wasn't thinking about death. All I was thinking about was the drugs. And it was at that point that I knew this is out of control. I need help. Because I got clean, I'm now a husband, a father, the man I always wanted to be, and at times going through addiction, someone I never thought I'd be. Aria, she's the most important thing in my life, and she is living proof that there is hope and that it is worth it to make that phone call and get help.